दो लड़के स्क्रीन की तरफ स्लो मोशन में 48 फ्रेम्स में भाग
I'm laid back, he's impulsive.
मधुरिता जी हमारी शादी हो चुकी है।
लॉ से डर लगता है, लॉ मुंह लग गया। पहले मैं चोपड़ा मैडम के वैन के बाहर जाके बोलता था थक मैडम शॉट रेडी। अब मैं कैमरा के सामने खड़े होकर बोलता हूँ मैडम शॉट रेडी।
हम तो बस उनको देखते ही रह गए।
वो है किधर? ढूंढो बुलाओ।
हाय रणवीर। हाय अर्जुन। क्यों आप हमसे खफा हो?
आप वादा कीजिए आप पिक्चर देखेंगे 14 तारीख को।
हम 14 तारीख को देखेंगे एंड 14 टाइम्स ओवर प्रॉमिस।
पूरे जूम को छुट्टी मिलेगी।
पूरी टाइम्स ग्रुप चलो टर्न अराउंड।
पूरी टाइम्स ग्रुप बब्बी।
That's if I have a job.
टाइम्स की बात होती है।
That's if I have a job till then.
टाइम्स आ गया।
मेरा टाइम्स आ गया।
Okay guys, on a serious note, welcome to the show.
सीरियस नोट?
तो फिर सीरियसली बोलिए।
हो आप?
वेलकम टू द शो।
Mr. Ranveer Singh.
Madhurita, the
Arjun
nation
Kapoor.
wants to know why we need to go and all watch Gunday on February 14th.
Okay, because it has Arjun Kapoor,
Aye.
it has Ranveer Singh,
Oye.
it has Priyanka Chopra, and
Mr. Irrfan Khan.
Gotta love him. What a player.
What a player. Slumdog Millionaire. Fly for five. And now Gunday. To be able to work with a guy like Irrfan to begin
Yeah.
with, I mean, to be honest,
He
as an
is-
actor,
yeah.
superb.
He's a
And
boss actor.
game changer in the sense
Totally.
he's made people realize that it's all about performance.
पहले दिन पे जो साथ में हमने सीन किया था उनके साथ, हम तो बस उनको देखते ही रह गए।
हक्के बक्के रह गए हम
Really?
actually, हाँ।
कैसे मतलब use of his eyes, his body language, his reaction, बस
Yeah.
ऐसे ही देख रहे थे। Yeah, he's so gifted. He has such a voice, you know. इस कहानी में सैलाब मैं।
you know, we heard that when you guys read each other's part, you'll want to actually swap the roles.
Yeah.
Is that true?
We both had a joint narration. He got a call from Adi, I got a call
Okay.
from Adi. Didn't tell us which role will be for whom.
Okay.
Firstly, he said, सुनो, देखो तुमको करनी है या नहीं. I think we were pretty keen without even hearing it.
So you didn't know your parts at all to start with?
No,
Okay.
we didn't know which part we are being offered. We
wow.
were being offered a film.
Okay.
They knew what they wanted us to
Right,
do, but they
right.
didn't tell us because I
Okay.
think that would make us only concentrate on. They wanted
Your
us
part.
to see the bigger picture. We had a fantastic narration. मतलब narration में ये हाल था कि we were on कि अली ने जो narration दिया उसमें background music भी है और effect भी थे.
अरे first of all, straight off the bat. और फिर दो लड़के स्क्रीन की तरफ स्लो मोशन में 48 फ्रेम्स में भाग रहे हैं।
Okay, that detailing, huh?
As a personality, he is Bala and I am Vikram. अगर आप हमारी personal निजी जिंदगी को
Right,
देखें,
right,
we are
okay.
opposite.
Okay.
He is front foot, I'm back foot. I'm laid back, he's impulsive. And Ali made us realize, he said, you guys are now doing Lutera and Aurangzeb, and he has Ram Leela, I had
Yeah.
2 states. He said, but by the time this film comes, you need to do something different. Don't be in that comfort zone of playing yourself. Then what is your push? What is your
Right,
drive in front of
right.
the camera?
Bala is like Shivang and Bikram is like Dravid.
Okay.
He summed up my 30-minute narration in 1 second.
That's it. But you know, like films on romance is something we haven't seen much. You know, there was Dostana quite some time ago. It takes a lot of confidence from 2 very big actors to come together and do this. You know, even if the movie excited you so much, somewhere, you know, it takes very good actors and very confident actors to come together. Ranveer.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be secure. You have to be
Yeah.
confident of your own ability to be able to do that.
This producer could have gone to any mainstream actor and offered the script.
Right.
It's such a well-written script in terms of 2 roles. Chota Muh Badi Baat to talk about the success or failure of a film.
Yeah.
But as characters, I think he would have got any A-list actor at that point to do it. He's chosen us. So I
Correct,
think he
yeah.
had that belief we are compatible. So then why get into that insecurity and thought
Correct,
process?
yeah. You know, Arjun, very nicely, in fact, taking on from what Ranveer was just saying, that very nice in an interview, it said that we're at a stage where it's not about just stars, it's about actors.
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
truly believe that
Yeah.
we are not above the film.
Yeah. And you come from a time where you've grown up into a film family, so you've seen stardom, you've seen Anil Kapoor, you've seen that kind of what stardom can
And
be.
arguably, he's still the only person who's an actor first and a star second. If you look at his body of
And
work,
he's still a very big star. I mean,
yeah,
he's as big.
a star
yeah,
because he's a
correct.
fantastic actor.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
range. If you notice, he started doing endorsements now. Never been
Yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
know
so,
that, yeah.
So look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've grown up watching that, and I completely believe that. Since my first film, I realized Aditya Chopra made me realize the value of being an actor. I knew the stardom part is more created by others, not by yourself, because
Like a perception.
it's something that people speak of. I mean, when
Right.
you're called a star, we are not stars. We are actors.
Ranveer, you were like loved from your first film. In fact, after Ram Leela, like you're like the hottest thing in Bollywood. That's the kind
Oh
of
my
tags
God,
you're coming
Ranveer
with.
Singh, he's so hard, he's so exotic, oh my God.
But really, does it ever get into your head like,
Hottest-
okay, I'm
I
a
think
star, I'm becoming a
hottest as in
star?
what?
I
First
think
define what is hottest.
Firstly, I think I want to say Ranveer Singh broke the six-pack myth. He became the sex-pack.
Good one, good one. No,
Oh,
but
you're a
really,
sex
Ranveer,
pack.
does it ever go into your head like, okay, I'm becoming a bigger star and all of that?
No,
And how do you
yeah.
stay grounded?
What? See, nothing has changed for me. I
Yeah.
still live in the same house with my folks. My
Yeah.
friends are all
With
the
the folks,
same.
oh bloody hell.
my
Mommy and daddy.
So my near and dear ones are all the same. My friends are the same. Friends, family, the people who I work with. Everything around me in my life as such is all the same. I still listen to narrations, get excited about a script, sign on, shoot the movie, give it my all. The movie gets made, we promote it, it comes out, some do well, some don't do well. The broad pillars of what I do, essentially, are all the same. But I'm not apathetic, I'm not ignorant, I know. I'm aware that there has been a perception change.
There has been,
How
yeah.
the trade views me,
Correct.
how the tonality of the media, how it's changed towards me, the perception of the audience, especially the female audience. So I'm aware of these things, but I don't purchase them. I don't. It doesn't have any bearing on what, how the way I function.
I just want to say, for whatever it's worth, just a small sign of when you can see that there's a change is, for example, the same antics that he was criticized for often, now people have started loving.
Loving him for it.
I'm sure he realizes it for the same tricks, the antics, and whatever he did.
Yeah.
His humor, his banter.
When they didn't get it back then.
Yeah,
seems
now
amusing
suddenly
now.
they look forward to it. Let's have Ranveer Singh do what he does best.
But how do you really deal with failure when a film doesn't do as well as expected? What happens? You go into a shell, you take a while to get over it, or you just quickly move on?
Well, let me talk in terms of the effect that it has on you as an artist.
Yeah.
It's just the feeling that it is, at least at this stage of my life, the biggest thing, Everything is I devote my entire self to my career. So these successes or failures have a very, have a bearing on my whole being. So if there is a failure, then you kind of channel that, its survival instinct kicks in. You have now something more to prove. So you pour more into what you're doing next.
Arjun.
Yeah, I saw success at a time where I was going through personal crisis.
Right, yeah.
I saw failure at a time when I was already working on a film like Gunday. So for me, the perspective is that you have to keep working.
Right.
You cannot control what is going to happen. You have to own your failure and your success. You cannot disown the fact that this is not mine.
Yeah, it's still yours,
It is still
absolutely.
yours. So own it, learn from it.
That's a good one, yeah.
Enjoy the success, but don't fly so much because failure is inevitable and nobody has a 100% track record.
Absolutely, yeah. No, like you were just saying, Ranveer has this infectious energy.
जब ये
And when you're
mature
with him, you
बातें
almost
करता है
become like him.
I said, without Bikram, I become Arjun. I'm not Bala. Me and him together are Bikram and Bala. Somewhere the lines between Arjun-Ranveer and Bikram
And a
Bala are very
blur.
blur now because of the kind of time we've spent.
Yeah.
We went on a GEC and Kiran Kher said, na,
What?
Arjun, तू जब अकेला है, तू ठीक है.
हाँ, इसके साथ रहने के तो बिगड़ गया. I said, yeah, अच्छा है. That means it's really rubbing off
It's
on me. But I'm
working,
happy
yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
See, unfortunately, I cannot sit. See, I'm sitting across with you today for
Yeah.
the second or the third time.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will notice, अरे ये थोड़ा बदला हुआ है.
Right.
I'm very comfortable with certain people. I'm very comfortable in certain environments.
Yeah.
So my image, so-called, is that I'm not funny and I'm not
Yeah,
as
yeah.
out there.
Fairly serious. And,
I'm not that
and
serious.
reserved, yeah.
Become so frivolous with me.
I don't know. I'm actually quite frivolous, to be honest with you.
No, but the
I
first
am, but
interaction
only
with you, one would think you're fairly reserved, even if you're doing a media interview.
No,
You know,
because
that's the first
where
perception.
I'm comfortable. Today I'm feeling more comfortable
Yeah.
sitting with you because it's the second time I'm
Right.
sitting. So I can
Third.
interact with you.
Yeah.
Third time, sorry. So I can interact more with you. 4-5 और बार मिलूंगा तो मैं और फैल जाऊंगा.
Yeah.
I'm a person eventually. See, I might be an actor, but I'm also a person. I'm a human
Yeah.
being.
You take your while
I'm
to come
comfortable
around,
with him
yeah.
because I spent 100 days plus with him. Yeah? So he brings out the best in me because I'm happy being around him. And the same goes, I know Priyanka for 8 years.
Yeah.
I've spent time with Ali off set also. So there's a comfort. So on a set, I'm like this. I always fool around.
Pheluchand.
Correct.
They don't know that you
But
are
tell
a
them na how
He's a
big-
Pheluchand.
Yeah, how much
He's
do I do?
Pheluchand number 1.
I do so much of nonsense, but only the people who are around me know that.
They get to know that,
The
yeah.
image gets formed. See, that's why I said I believe genuinely nobody should be judgmental of us as actors because we are human beings.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite a Pheluchan. And I do all this nonsense on set when I'm in Yashraj, when I'm working at home with my friends. He makes me comfortable, तो मैं आज आपके सामने भी मस्ती मजाक करूँ.
Right.
That's all it is. And he rubs off on me in a very good way. He gave me one motto that I'll always follow in life. I am moody, not a morning person. I'm very professional. I will always be there and whatever. But you know, sometimes you're young. You get some concentration goes for a toss. Yeah. So many things happen.
Yeah.
The weather creates an obstacle. You can't give the shot. There's a traffic jam. You're late because of that. Camera issue. Ye, wo, lighting. This, that. Personal problem. घर की problem. ये वो 100 चीजें हो रही है. But जब आप कैमरा के सामने खड़े हो गए, what you shoot in front of it is going to last for the rest of your life. And those factors cannot influence it. So what happens in your personal life, you have to detach yourself in between action and cut. And he told me, he said, Baba, no matter what happens, just remember, mood is everything.
Wow.
Mood is everything.
So
Yes, one liner.
I caught that philosophy and I said, boss, इसकी बातों में दम है, यहाँ सुनने वाले कम हैं, फिर भी I will follow that philosophy. बाबा क्या सीखा है?
Ranveer, when you started the movie, Priyanka and Arjun already knew each other. So how did it take, how long did it take for you to get
friends, okay? Priyanka and me are just good friends.
See, I didn't even say anything.
Priyanka and me are just good friends.
Yes. Without a question, he clarified. They only now clarified without a question.
What a journey, huh?
Yeah.
Baba, I must tell Maddie. What these changes in your journey in the relationship with Priyanka the Chopra.
पहले मैं चोपड़ा मैडम के वैन के बाहर जाके बोलता था थक मैडम शॉट रेडी अब मैं कैमरा के सामने खड़े होकर बोलता हूँ मैडम शॉट रेडी
मेरे साथ. But tell me, how long did it take for you to get, tune yourself with Priyanka? And the first day you kind of troubled her a lot, and then you had to go and apologize.
Yeah. The scene was, Ali Abbas Zafar decided that the first scene that Priyanka and I should do should be, he should throw us in the deep end, we should do this intense, highly emotional charged, passionate, dramatic scene from the second half of the film, and I've never worked with her before, so this is like pretty much the first scene we're doing together. And I'm sitting on my mark, where the scene is supposed to start and be shot, and Madam has taken over 45 minutes to come. So by then, I'm getting into the zone, I'm listening to music, which is part of my process. And Ali is a very passionate director, so when he briefs you very, very passionately. So he was like, Ranveer, I want you to be like an animal. I want you to be an animal. I want you to manhandle her. I was supposed to manhandle her. So he was like, I want you to really manhandle her. So when the scene started, I really manhandled her. So the scene got over, I was like, maybe zyada manhandling hogi. I sent her a text also saying sorry.
But that didn't work, right?
I didn't get a reply. But anyway, we pack up, we went to sleep. Next day, I've gone in the afternoon to the poolside, having some nimbu pani, just chilling out, feeling very kicked about myself. Kya scene kiya maine? Ha ha ha. So the phone rings and it's Mr. Ali Abbas Zafar, and I answer the phone. I'm like, he's obviously calling me to tell me what a great job I've done last night. So I'm like, hi sir. And he's like, tumne kya kar diya? She's leaving the film. Apologize to her. So that evening we were shooting in Chandivali studio. So I've gone with one white
rose,
gulab, and one sarbat, which I made
what
with
was
my
the sharbat?
I've made with my own
It
hands.
was a low budget apology of a big budget film.
Exactly.
And of course, then she said, "Go back. What is this? That tray mein leke aao." Yeah. So she's so that was how we started off on the wrong foot. But then I think she understands कि ये थोड़ा. So she takes me in general now with a big pinch of salt. So now we have a great bond. Yeah. She's a really awesome artist and really fun person to work with. And she's really fabulous at what she does. I have to tell you, she's really one of the stellar talents of the country.
But tell me, did he take the longest to get ready? That's what we heard. Your blow dry, your hair blow dry took an hour. I just heard.
Being a bit harsh on him.
No, Priyanka told me you took really 1 hour to just blow dry your hair while she was all ready.
Even she does that much. Now we have to be. It was balanced because.
It was balanced. They balanced each other.
It was balanced, but the thing is, I'm a producer, Santo. I'm a little too overtly professional about it, and I get
so you
them
got ready like really
I make them look like
Shift
that.
ka paisa ja raha hai,
I'm a little conscious about that. And what I used to do is I used to backtrack my call time. What time is Ranveer's call time? So if his call time is 7 and shoot roll time is 8, I used to say, okay, I will reach at 8 because I used to take 15 minutes to get ready. So 8:15 if I'm on set, he used to be on set at 8:15 at the same time.
What a lucky kabutar. Hai?
Par.
But jo ragging hoti thi, when I come 10-15 minutes up, he's always on set before me, always. Then he rags the hell out of me. Good morning, Baba.
Oh, kya baal
looking
hai
so
tumhe?
fresh, Baba. Oh, this hair is just perfectly
Yeah.
placed, Baba.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this shining effect that your cleavage is giving right now, Baba.
But I mean, are you boys competitive by nature? The industry, you know, people keep saying there is competition, you know, whether we like it or not. Who do you consider competition? How competitive are you boys?
I can say one thing, I'm not competitive to that extent that I would step over anybody else to achieve that, because I feel that what goes around comes around. I genuinely believe that. So I wouldn't do that. I won't go to that extent, and I don't wish ill for others. I'm not evil in my competitive nature. That streak is not there. But yes, I've since my mother's passed away, there's a huge void in my life, and I realized my work is the way to fill that vacuum.
That drives you totally,
So
yeah.
that drive has come in. I don't know if you can call it being competitive. I have a lot of insecurity about being able
Really?
to be a good actor. That is my
Okay.
biggest insecurity. And I was
Somewhere I was
telling
reading
you,
you said that I still think I'm an underdog. What did you mean by that?
I am, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
in the sense that I'm not conventionally good looking. I'm not conventional, let's put it this way. I'm an overweight guy. I'm broad built. I was an overweight guy. I'm
Yeah.
broad built. Structurally, I'm certainly restricted in certain roles if I don't pay close attention to my physicality.
Right.
And also I'm a producer's son, so there's a lot of myths I have to break. I've tried to do that by start making my own way, and now I'm working with my father now.
Yeah.
So I'm an underdog in my own head, I believe, because I'm not conventional. It'll take me longer to prove my worth.
So this film releases on Valentine's Day, 14th February. What are you guys doing on that day?
Baba, तू क्या कर रहा है?
So who's going to be your date for that day when you go for the movie?
Baba, तू क्या कर रहा है इस date को? Mate, what you doing on this day?
मैं 14 फरवरी को पहले जाऊंगा गेटी ते everywhere just want to see reactions,
The audience reaction.
very curious.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the greatest high is when you watch your film standing there with the audience, seeing them react, seeing them
Yeah.
laughing to what they're seeing on the screen, laughing at what they're seeing, you know, to be moved by what they're seeing on the screen. That's the great, I can't tell you, it's such a great feeling.
What is the best reaction you've got?
Yeah.
Well, the first time is always the best, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we're not talking about sex.
you are not for once talking about sex.
Baba, it's a very
For once, not
Straight
talking
for-
about
So
sex.
because
He talks
then-
about sex all day long. On screen.
Really?
This
All
now
day
is,
long.
you've given them the snippet to create separately from the interview.
Coming back to, you know, the first time is always the best time. What I felt the most was when I was watching Lutera with the audience.
Okay.
And you know how everybody's a bit cagey about crying because they're in a public space, in a
Look around
cinema
and see
hall.
who else is crying.
So to notice how each person is trying to subtly just, you know, so that nobody else notices, just subtly I'll just wipe my tear and go back on. So just to watch that it was nice. It was that felt, I was like, yeah, I'm
Got
crying.
it right. Okay, it was great talking to you all, and they won't let me talk anymore. So thank you so much. We had a lot
Because
of
we've
fun. Hope
talked
you
so
guys
much.
enjoyed so much.
No, we had a blast.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank you so much.